Let's talk NBA right now. A lot of buzz down there in Big D tonight over not the Mavericks and Nuggets, but Tony Romo, invited to the arena by the Mavs as an honorary team member. Introduced before the game, part of the layup lines with the team. He's a baller, Tim. Look at that little finger roll. To the actual game, Nuggets.
Was he playing?
No, they could have used him. Nuggets outscored Dallas 34-18 in the second. Gary Harris knocking it down. Malik Beasley receiving end of an alley-oop. Then you've heard of Nikola Jokic. Big fella. Pretty good. Later in the fourth, let's get Romo in there! Carlisle, no, Cubes. Let's usher him out. Tony Romo, as you see, DNP. Did not play. You've been very outspoken about this. What's your take on today? Because the game was like it wasn't played. It was all about Tony Romo.
Yeah, the game means nothing, right? Nuggets are going nowhere. Mavericks are going nowhere. First of all, before I go into my bit about Tony Romo, hats off to Mark Cuban embracing that this is going to be one of the only losing seasons he has had as a Dallas Mavericks owner. Think about every year he's been there. They've gone out there and won.
This is full rebuild, even though Dirk's coming back for another year.
Yeah, but when you look into the crystal ball before the season, you hope, all right, maybe we scrape in, maybe we're 500. No,
Dirk was injured at the beginning of the year, right?
Are you okay with this?
I am. Now, look, maybe I'm biased because, I'm a Cowboy fan. If you watch the show, you know that. But if you said this happened in Washington, D.C., and Kirk Cousins was on the bench for the Wizards, I don't know how I'd feel about it. Maybe I'd feel differently. But it's Dallas. They're going nowhere. It doesn't bother me.
This is Carnival. This will be addressed.
Yeah, it's a carnival, but why does it bother you?
Because this opens up a can of worms that this will be addressed at the owners' meeting by Adam Silver. That goes, hey, boys, we're not doing this ever again. I joked, check it out on demand, the worst idea ever. What are they going to do? Let Jack Nicholson play for the Lakers?
I like your Chance the Rapper in Chicago.
Yeah, they need a point guard. He gives back to the city of Chicago over $1 million to Chicago Public Schools.
If your team isn't going anywhere,
give up the ball.
And it's a meaningless game, he's not playing. He's just sitting there and dressing with the team.
Here's where, and this is a gray area, and this may come off a bit insensitive, but what do you do if you are able to grant this kid a special wish, right? That he can go up and warm up with his team. Well, now it's going to be every team, every kid, because they're going to want to, if one team's doing it,
it does open up the Pandora's box. You're right.
Yeah, and I use the celebrities, and it's more on a joking matter. But then, what do you start doing? Like, it could just keep escalating.
Yeah, like Justin Timberlake wants to go out there and be a part of some. Drake, as you say, in Toronto.
And I think social media, one of the more positive impacts social media has is it gives an opportunity for a family to maybe connect their son or daughter with the team, so they're able to bring them out to a game and have them meet the team and go through all this. But it's like, all right, with the game, I think is sacred.
Well, we didn't even know the game was played.
I think the game is sacred. The 48 minutes is sacred. The layup lines are sacred. Like, that's... I think they crossed the line.
Well, you play the game, obviously, big-time level in college basketball. I understand that you'd be like, dude, to do that layup line, that's an honor. To be in that layup line is a big deal.
I'm surprised he did it. I think that says a lot about Tony Romo.
Really?
Yeah, look at me.
He loved basketball. He was a great basketball player in high school.
Look at me. Look at me.